So, good evening, good evening, good evening. Arsenal have announced a player. The worst kept secret in world football is that Oleksandr Zinchenko has signed for Arsenal. He announced it before Arsenal did. Pep Guardiola announced it before he did, before Arsenal did. And social media has it's done a lot of good, but it's done a lot of bad as well. It kind of takes the excitement away from signing a player nowadays because we, as a fan base, and not just Arsenal, but other teams as well, track planes, trains, automobiles, and track raindrops in the sky, clothing, tracking their phones. Like, oh, yes, we know about every player before they were even born. It's actually mad, but he has signed for Arsenal. We're going to go through what Arsenal have posted on their website, arsenal.com, for those of you that are not familiar with it. Before we do that, big up to everybody who watched the live Q&A yesterday, and big up to everybody who's commented on it, shared it, liked it. Let's see if we can hit 2,000 likes on this video as well. That'd be fantastical. And share the stream around, the video around, share it around. Make sure you are commenting. I'll reply to as many as I can. Probably not tonight because it's gone 11 o'clock as I record this. But Arsenal are playing in 3 hours as I record this against Chelsea. I might actually have a little dabble on that one. Arsenal-Chelsea, we'll have a little bit of a dabs on that one. But big up to everybody who's been dropping the donations in as well. You lot are crazy, man. Swear to God, you lot are mad. This channel's traction is insane as well, by the way. Big up to everybody who watches it. The watch time is off the chart, 3 times longer than the average YouTube channel. So thank you very much. And the donations are just ridiculous. If you want to do that, hit the thanks option. Press the pencil in the top right once you've done it, and you can delete the thanks that's written there, and then you can write your own comment. I'll reply to every single one of you that does that, and I'll pin the highest one as well. Once the highest one gets overtaken by the next highest one, boom, we go again. But let's delve into it. Let's go. Oleksandr Zinchenko joins from Manchester City. I've seen people tagging me and stuff saying he looks like me. Oh, dear. I thought that was Graham Potter. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, or Russell Howard. Who's the cricketer? Oh, who's the cricketer? Joe Root. I get that one all the time as well. Leave it in the comments. Who do I look like? Or who looks like me? I don't know. Leave in the comments. Peter Crouch, you piss takers. Nacho Monreal. I don't want to see none of that. But anyway, Oleksandr Zinchenko has joined us on a long-term contract from Manchester City. The 25-year-old brings huge experience of the Premier League and international football to our squad, having made 128 appearances for Manchester City and playing 52 times for his country, Ukraine. Alex developed through the youth academy at Ukrainian club Shakhtar Donetsk, moving to FC Ufa in Russia in 2015. After making 31 appearances with them, he then signed for Manchester City in June 16, spending 16-17 season on loan at Dutch side PSV Eindhoven before returning to City the following season. The left-sided player Alex, who is comfortable operating in midfield and defence, has won both the Premier League and the League Cup 4 times. He has also won the FA Cup once and played in the 2021 UEFA Champions League final. Technical Director Edu, yes, Edu has spoken, people, has said, I am very pleased to see how we are working as a team here in the club. We put a plan together early for Oleksandr Zinchenko, who was the main focus on our list. We are pleased to have Alex with us now because he has the attributes which I'm sure are going to put our squad at a different level. Mikel Arteta has spoken. Yes, the manager. Oh, my God. He's got perfect hair. Best looking Spaniard we know. He has spoken. We're so happy Alex has joined us. He's a player that I personally know really well and continue to follow him after my time at Manchester City. Alex is a high quality player who will give us options and the buzzword, versatility. It's not only about the positions he can play, but as well the versatility. He will give us in attack and defense. Alex is a person with great human qualities and character. He's a beautiful human being. Oh, dear. And I'm delighted that everyone has made a huge effort to bring Alex to the club. Alex becomes our 5th new signing into our men's first team squad this pre-season. He joins Gabriel Jesus, Marquinhos, Matt Turner, Fabio Vieira as the new arrivals to the club. They forgot Austin Trusty. Trusty the process, man. Oh, no, sorry, I'm lying. My man went on loan. Alex has already joined up with the squad at our preseason training camp in Orlando. His squad number will be announced in due course. Everyone at Arsenal welcomes Alex and his family to the club. And he looks extremely happy, to be fair, that he's decided to give up trophies for a project. But it is what it is. It's up to him. It's his career. But anyway, let's continue on. Make sure you are smashing the likes up. Let's get 2K likes on this video. Come on, people. We're on the Suaves tonight. We're going to have a couple of Suaves. Obviously, it's match day. This is what you do on match day, apparently. You get on it. You get on it, people. Cheers, guys. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's continue. We spoke to our technical director, Edu, to discuss the latest signing and the club's next moves in the transfer market. Read on for the full transcript. On signing Zinchenko, I'm very pleased to see how we're working as a team in the club. We put a plan together. I've just read that one a minute ago. On Zinchenko's character, he said, that's what we are looking for more and more because it's so important to have a player that has the characteristics that we are looking for. Well, that tells us not a lot, really, does it? But also the mentality of the players. It's important to have these important guys in the squad, but he hasn't told us anything. He spoke a lot and said nothing. For that, sure, we need good characters, good guys, and somebody who has a big personality as well to help us to be there. I couldn't care less whether they've got a big personality or whether they're good guys and good characters. I just want somebody that's going to win us the title. Hopefully, this guy does it. He's won 4, so he obviously knows what it takes. But again, we shall see. That, of course, helps us to make the decisions because we know him very well anyway, and it was very easy because sometimes you can have a good player, but sometimes they don't have the mentality that you're looking for. That's something that we have to be really careful about. So that's why Zinchenko was the one who ticked the box of what we were really looking for. He said a whole bunch of words there, and not really said a great deal about his character at all, does he? Anyway, on speaking to Mikel about Zinchenko, for sure. Every single player that we target, we discuss a lot, every single point. As I mentioned, characteristics, the mentality, the commitment of the players. This is so important to understand before you really go in to target the player. So, yeah, of course, Mikel and myself had a big discussion about him. On the signing fitting into our transfer strategy, that's the plan. That's the plan in place. As I started saying to you, I'm pleased because when we plan something and we've been very proactive to start to do things, and we have a lot of support from the club, the owners, from everybody around us to stick to the plan, clear plan, and to go for the players that we target. That's the teamwork, and I'm so proud because I can see the plan, buzzword, plan. But anyway, that we did 6 or 7 months ago happening today in the right way. So it's really nice to see the way we are working today. On Zinchenko linking up with his new teammates, he said, for sure, that's part of the plan. And to sign players as soon as we can, to have all of the players together for pre-season. Of course, some players take a little bit more time because you have to negotiate. We have to convince. We have to talk. I remember Mikel Arteta saying, if I have to convince a player to join, we don't want him, but we have to convince, don't we? Anyway, so there is a lot of things around it, but our main focus in the beginning of the transfer window is to try and get the players that we target as soon as we can to enjoy and to be here and to be together at the start of the season the way we planned it as well. So it's nice that we have him here, and then he will have opportunities to know his colleagues, the coaching staff, even the owners, everyone. It's important to the players' adaptation. So it's nice to have him here. On the role Gabriel Jesus played in the signing, Mikel is telling people our strategy is to sign players. No, of course, we have to use what we have, not to convince, but to talk to players. Well, you just said convince in the previous comment, mate. People don't pull them up on this, by the way. This is why I am here, because we go through all the waffle, the buzzwords, the PR. The previous question, he said, we have to convince players. Now he's saying we not to convince, but we have to talk to them. But anyway, there are some comments to the players to make them feel really comfortable. And of course, Gabriel and Zinchenko have played together, so they know each other very well. We just said to Gabriel to explain to him what is Arsenal, because he's already faced it, he's already here, and he's already enjoying it. So that's why we used a little bit of Gabriel to talk to him as well. Okay, on possible outgoings, we have a plan for every player in the squad. And that's why I said there's still a lot to do in the transfer window, because we have to balance the squad the best way possible. For players who are probably not going to have a lot of minutes here, we have to expose them players to have minutes in another place to keep developing the player, keep the player's valuation, etc., etc. Oh, protect the value. So that's why we plan to do it that way. On the business so far, he said, I'm pleased, but to say how close is difficult because there's still a lot to do. We're in the middle of the transfer window and things can happen. What we have to be is really focused and be prepared for every single situation. Opportunities maybe can happen. Clubs can sometimes come to us and see if there's a possibility to get players or on loan or buy players. We have to be prepared for almost everything. Then there's a gallery of Zinchenko's first training session. Has he done an interview? Has he actually done the interview? There is a quote here. The new players bring good vibes. Who said that? Vibes FC. Martin Odegaard said that. Good players bring vibes. It's Vibes FC at Arsenal, people. Vibes FC. I want to see if Zinchenko's done his interview. There he is. I found it. Our new recruit was all smiles after completing his move from Manchester City on Friday. Oleksandr Zinchenko flew across the US to join up with the squad on our summer tour in Florida and revealed it marked a fulfillment of a boyhood dream. Okay, as he's supported the club since a kid, the 25-year-old Ukrainian international also spoke about working under Mikel Arteta again, his relation with Jesus, his role in the side, and what he can bring to the team. Welcome to Arsenal, Alex. Are we going to have to go through one of these beautiful, beautiful taxis? And what's the dog's names? Is this one of them? Is it him again? Bear with me. It's going to be painful. Cheers, guys. Right, let's go. Welcome to Arsenal, Alex. What does it mean to join the club? Thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to say that this is a boyhood dream come true, because I was a massive fan when I was a kid, since Thierry Henry and young Cesc Fabregas were playing here. I was just enjoying watching those games that Arsenal, and obviously I started to love the club. So I'm excited and I cannot wait to play for this amazing club. We have seen the photos on social media of you wearing an Arsenal shirt when you were a kid. So was that all the way through? Yes, I remember when I was in the next, when I started at Shakhtar Academy, and like I already said, it's a dream come true. You have just been welcomed at the training camp here in Florida. What are your first impressions? It's an amazing atmosphere. Everyone is so kind, and all the staff here are amazing. I heard a lot of good things from Manchester City people about the medical staff or whatever, the guys working in the kitchen, the players, and obviously Gabriel Jesus. So I heard amazing atmosphere here at Arsenal. One of those people you knew from Manchester City is the boss. How important was he in your decision to sign for the club? I would say it was the most important role. They all say this, don't they? Because I've known Mr. He calls him Mr. Okay. I have known Mr. For a while. I used to work with him at Manchester City. Since the first day at City, I knew that he was going to be a very good manager. Wow. They've obviously paid him very well. The way he can see football, especially when I was watching the last season of Arsenal's games, I was really enjoying it, mate. They must be paying you a lot of money, my friend. They must be paying you a lot of money. That's all I can say, because we were bored off our nut all season. You can see in the style, the picture of the game. So I would love to see it while playing and being involved. Can you tell me, Alexander, what the style of play is? I don't know. Leave that in the comment. What's Arsenal's style of play? Leave it in the comment section. What was your relationship like back at City? How much did he help your game? This is a Mikel Arteta Noroff session, isn't it? The way we were working together, I was so impressed, because I remember how many times we were working hard in training sessions and then straight after with individual stuff. And I took a lot from the manager and hope I can take even more. And you mentioned Gabby. How well did you link up in training and in the games? Well, both of you were on the bench, so not a lot, I'd imagine. To be honest, we are close to each other and I love him so much. He's my big friend. And I would like to say he was also involved in discussions on all of these things. So he's told me a lot of good things about this amazing club and about this atmosphere and the guys and everyone here. So I'm impressed and so excited. Have you been on the phone to him in the last few days and weeks? He said, I'm always in touch with him, even when he was at City or when he left. So I'm always with him. We've seen you play at left back and in midfield for your country, but what do you feel is your best position? Wherever the manager is going to see me on the pitches, it's the simple answer, but it's true. Even if the manager tells me one day to be goalkeeper, I will be there. You'll probably be better than Runnison, mate. So, yeah, you might have a chance there. What has the boss said to you about your role in the team? Yes, we spoke a bit about my role. I'd like to keep it private. Okay. Wow. Okay. You have won 4 league titles. You've been voted Ukrainian Footballer of the Year. What do you feel you can bring to Arsenal? I'm ready for another challenge. I'm not here to waste my time and the time of Arsenal because the club is always in front of everyone. I'm here to achieve big things and I hope we can win some titles. And I hope we are going to fight for every title in which we're going to be involved. Don't want to burst your bubble or piss in your chips, mate. You won't. But there we go. That's negative. The team is growing up so quickly, and I think it's time. I was watching the Arsenal games, and I could smell it coming. Oh, dear, mate. Modern football's finished. Oh, dear, it's clapped. It's time to do our best and achieve something big. You will be the second Ukrainian after Oleg Luzhny. How proud are you to follow in his footsteps? He said, I'm very proud, to be honest. He's absolutely a Ukrainian legend, and unfortunately, I don't know him personally. I didn't have that opportunity yet, but I heard a lot of good things about him, and I'm so proud. You have played at the Emirates before. You must be looking forward to putting on the red shirt there. 100%. You found that picture from 8-9 years ago wearing the T-shirt. I remember exactly that day. I really liked how it suited me, so I don't know the reaction from people, but I really enjoy it even now sitting with you. Well, there you go. He's a very nice boy by the sounds of it. Big up to him. Honestly, no piss taking. He sounds like a nice lad. What was the feeling when you pulled on the shirt and you met the rest of the team? He said it was unbelievable. Like I said, it's a dream come true since I was a kid. Couldn't even dream about it, but now it's time, so I'm so happy. Alex is a unique footballer. Let's continue. Let's see what it says here. No, this is just quotes that have been chopped up and mashed up that I've already read. So, yeah, Oleksandr Zinchenko is a gooner. He sounds like he's got his head screwed on. He's totally given up winning league titles to come to Arsenal, but he does have 4 to fall back on. But listen, I've seen a lot of people saying and shoehorning him straight in over Kieran Tierney, not putting him so much in midfield. But when I've seen these, look at our squads. Just because you put the same player in multiple positions doesn't mean you've got great squad depth. I'm happy he's signed. I think he's a good player. I do think he's a good player. I don't think he's the player that people are making him out to be, hence why he's not at Manchester City anymore, and they've allowed him to go. Because if he was this world-class talent that people are making him out to be, and people are bigging him up as this and this, Man City would have kept him. Simple as that. But for the price, for the performances that I've seen, and obviously, you know, I'm on loan at Man City, so I watch a lot of Man City pretty much every game, unless it clashes with Arsenal. And I have been impressed with him when he's played. He's very dynamic. He's very direct. His crossing's decent, very up there. But he has played in the best team in the league. You're not playing for that anymore. You're now playing in the Banter Club, which is just vibes, mate. That's all it is. It's just vibes and drip. So we're going to see how good he is, because a lot of our fans online are hyped about it. And listen, be happy, be excited. Josh told you to be excited and you all had a meltdown, but now be excited. But I am looking forward to seeing what he can do. But like I've said, we need a lot more than Oleksandr Zinchenko and Jesus. People are banging on about Vieira being the next coming of, like, I don't know, Frank Lampard or something. Ain't happening. Yeah, ain't happening. He might turn out to be a good player. We need a right back. The right back we've got, his calves are made of cardboard. Like, literally, he's been out for 6 months with a calf injury. What is wrong with this guy? And before people go, oh, but Tierney, he actually started more games, Tierney, than Tomiyasu last season. So all the fans that are sitting there mugging off Kieran Tierney right now about, oh, I'd been Tierney. Tommy Cafu started less games than the Croc Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney is our best player. I've said it for time. He's also the one that's most decorated with trophies as well. And people need to start respecting Kieran Tierney. Yes, he's injured. Yes, this guy can fill in at left back. But let's just slow down. We need a right back. We need 2 midfielders, in my opinion. We need an attacking midfielder because Odegaard ain't the guy for me. We need a Maddison. And then we need a destroyer because we're one Thomas Partey and one Gabriel Jesus injury away from calamity. So whilst it's a good signing, and he is a good signing, we should not be sitting here going, oh, it's a 9 out of 10 window. It's a 10 out of 10 window. It's a 7 out. No. It's about a 4 at the minute. It's about a 4. We've still got Bellerin at the club, Holden at the club, Cedric at the club. We've still got, well, Elneny's not going anywhere. Neither is Nketiah or Xhaka. Pepe, I know a lot of people don't like Pepe. He's still at the club. Yeah. Whilst I rate him and I'd keep him, a lot of people don't want to. Reece Nelson's at the club. There's a lot of players. Lucas Torreira, we know he's probably going Valencia by the looks of it. There's a lot of players at this football club. It is going to be peak. It is going to be banter. If Gabriel Jesus gets injured or Thomas Partey gets injured, we are literally back to square one because Eddie Nketiah ain't the guy, man. I'm telling you, the guy might score goals and he will score goals. He ain't scoring Aubameyang figures. Yeah, he ain't going to score 20 goals a season. Jesus, maybe. We don't know because he's never done it. But maybe. But if he gets injured or Thomas Partey gets injured, we are finito, por favor. And on that bombshell, leave your comments down below. Smash the likes up. Big up to everyone who's watched this stream. Leave your thoughts on Zinchenko. Do you rate him? Do you think he'll be a good player? Where do you see him playing as well? Because Xhaka ain't getting dropped. So where's he playing? Is he going to be the backup guy for Tierney if Tierney's injured? And then the backup guy if a midfielder's injured? Or is he actually going to stake a claim and Xhaka or Partey sit yourself down? Or Tierney sit yourself down? You tell me. Leave it in the comment section and let me know. I'd love to know what you guys think. Make sure you are smashing the likes. 2K likes on the video would be fantastic. And make sure you share the content around as well. Always helps. Leave your thanks, your super chats down there. Hit the thanks option. Press the pencil in the top right. Write whatever you want. I'll reply to all of them. Maybe not instantly. And yeah, man, we're out of here. Don't forget, Arsenal are playing against Chelsea at 2 a.m. Maybe Chelsea are streaming it for free like Everton did. I don't know, but I ain't paying for it either way. So have a wonderful evening. Big up to everybody who's shown mad support. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're touching 72K. And don't forget, Arteta fuera. Adios, amigos.